What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and here's my next episode of Joe Winko Talk. So, I'm actually going to be talking about something funny in this episode of Joe Winko Talk. Well, at least I think it's funny, because apparently some other people don't think it is. So, this happened way back in 2016. This teacher in Mobile, Alabama, now I know how to correctly pronounce it. This teacher in Mobile, Alabama, she got in trouble because she handed out this math quiz for these kids to take in her class, but apparently the questions on the math quiz were too inappropriate. I actually have the whole news video here. I'm going to watch it and react to it right now, and then I'm going to talk about it after I show it to you guys. So let me load it up real quick. Just 1 second.
A Burns Middle School.
Okay, I got it right here. Alright. 3, 2, 1, now.
A Burns Middle School teacher has been placed on administrative leave over a controversial test that was given to some 8th graders. Parents say that test included questionable language and subject matter that just did not belong in the classroom.
Fox 10 News investigative reporter Renee Dials has been looking into this allegation. She's in the studio now to tell us what she discovered. Renee?
Well, Bob and Lenise, everyone to whom I showed this test say they can't believe it was actually given to students. It's a 10-question math quiz that highlights prostitution, drugs, and drive-by shootings. I talked to parents and several students who confirmed they were given the quiz on Friday. Some of the kids thought it was kind of funny, but their parents aren't laughing.
Well, my son, he took a picture of it in class and he texted it to me, and I was blown. I couldn't believe it.
Erica Hall says her son sent her a text photo of the quiz his 8th grade language arts teacher passed out Friday. Hall says even the kids thought it was some kind of joke.
Took it as a joke, and she told him that, it wasn't a joke and that they had to complete it and turn it in.
The Halls headed to the school today for some answers. This is a copy of the test Hall says her child was given. After outlining the math for a problem involving an AK-47, question 1 asks, how many drive-by shootings can Ramon attempt before he has to steal enough ammunition and reload? Question 8 reads, Tyrone knocked up 4 girls in the gang. There are 20 girls in his gang. What is the exact percentage of girls Tyrone knocked up?
Wow. No, ma'am. Unacceptable.
Oh, come on!
Anita McMillan is also a parent at the school. She says she wouldn't want the test given to her 6th grader. I also showed the test to Kelly Lee. She didn't realize her daughter Peyton was in the class that received the test.
My language arts teacher gave it to us to work, and I was kind of laughing at it because I thought it was off.
I'm shocked.
It's funny.
I can't believe that's something these questions they would ask children. I don't think it's appropriate at all.
I did some research to try to find out where this test originated, and what I discovered is that it apparently has a long history. Similar versions of the 10-question quiz have been turning up in classrooms across the country since the 1990s, and a lot of teachers have found themselves in hot water over the test in several states, including Texas, California, and New Mexico. And the Mobile County Public School System may be next on the list.
No, she's been there for a while. My son said that this is actually her last year. She's retiring.
Wow.
The school system has not released the teacher's name. We're told after the parents visited the school this morning, the principal checked out the allegations. A school resource officer investigated the matter, and the teacher was immediately placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation.
Well, I hope they still let her get her pension. I mean, gosh. It wasn't that bad. So that's what I wanted to talk about, really. So as you guys saw in that video, this teacher gave out this quiz for her kids to do, for her students to do, and it had a bunch of, inappropriate stuff, about drive-by shootings and the percentage of the girls in the gang that Tyrone knocked up. And, to be completely honest, the kids in the video even said it themselves. Some of them thought it was funny and some of them were laughing at it. And I think it's funny too. the only people who really had a problem with it were the parents, really. But you know, the thing is, kids see that stuff on TV every single day, and they read about it on the news every single day. It does happen. Do we want it to happen? No. Do we condone that deep behavior? No. Does a teacher condone that behavior? I'm pretty sure she doesn't. Do I condone that behavior? Absolutely not, because that's serious stuff and you can get in trouble for that, and it's not good, really. But, I mean, sometimes people just need to step back and just not take things so seriously, really. And you know, I'm kind of hypocritical for saying that because my autism, it causes me to take everything literally. But seriously, something like this, and you know, the thing is, back when I was in middle school, I used to suck at math. Like, I was horrible at math, and I hated math. I hated it because it was boring, and I couldn't understand it at all. But I can tell you this. If my teacher would have gave me a test like that, I would have became an expert at math, and I would have been excited to go to math class every single day. But you know, to be completely honest, the thing is, like, if, like, that was normal to get a test like that during math class, I would eventually, like, become used to it, and I was like, oh, I wonder what the next test is gonna say. Oh, it's gonna be about some gang members. I have to figure out the percentage of time, the percentage of people they killed, and how long they'll be in prison, and what their bail amount will be. But, you know, it still would be more interesting, even if I was used to getting math tests like that. So, I really think they should just chill out, because, you know, the thing is, parents want to believe, parents want their kids to believe, they want to hide all the negative and bad stuff that goes on in the world from their kids. But these kids are like in 8th grade, I think that's how old they said they were. They know that stuff like that happens. You see it in movies, you see it on TV, they read it on the news. I'm pretty sure no parent censors the news from their children. I never heard of parents doing that before. I'd be shocked if they actually did. But the parents probably think it's inappropriate, but you know, some parents are probably thinking this, that their kid, just because they read stuff on the math test, that's condoning that behavior, and that they're going to go out and join a gang and participate in gang violence and, like, hurt someone or commit a drive-by shooting or something. But, you know, if your kid really does go out and commit a gang shooting or something, or commits a crime just because a teacher gave him a math test like that, you can't blame the teacher, and you can't blame the math test. Your kid has some serious issues if that inspires him to go out and commit those go out and commit those crimes. Seriously. Gosh. And, you know, even if she didn't give the math quiz or anything, he or she probably would have gone out and done all that stuff anyway. Gosh. But, however, I did think about this some more. I understand how it could be bad because some kids go through some pretty traumatic stuff. You never really know what people go through. And, like, one kid could have gone through, like, they probably weren't part of a gang, but they could have been caught up in gang violence or something like that, or some drive-by shooting. They could have witnessed it or something. And if the math teacher gives them a math test of it saying all this, that could be like a trigger to trigger like PTSD or bad memories or something. And it could like really freak them out and really stress them out. And they're like, why is this showing up in my life again? So I understand how it could be, I understand how that could be inappropriate. Like even like the school shootings that happened this year. Like imagine if a teacher, like a year after that, a teacher would have handed out these quizzes to those kids who were in the school. I hope a teacher wouldn't do that. Gosh, that'd be horrible, really. But yeah, I understand how it could be bad. But from the looks of this, and from the looks of those kids and everything, it doesn't seem like that's the case here. at this school and everything. So I honestly think the parents just need to chill. Speaking of that, there's another funny thing. I was reading through the comments on that video, and one person typed this in. Let me show you the comment. And Trump wants to give guns to these teachers. It's funny because it's true. I mean, the arming the teachers was a bad enough idea, but arming teachers who give tests like these? Now, that's one thing that I'm against. Don't give guns to teachers at all, especially if they're thinking stuff like this. But I'm pretty sure she's not really involved with stuff like that at all. But I'm just saying, really. Either way, it's still a bad idea. Wow. And that teacher, they said that she was retiring. I hope she still gets her pension and everything. Because, that would have made math class more interesting. If I would have been one of those kids in the class, I would have thought it was funny, and I would have actually appreciated that. Honestly. Because it's nothing too bad, and it's not like they're condoning that behavior for those kids to go out and do it. The only issue is if one of the kids has PTSD and it triggers a memory or something like that. So that's the only thing I can think of in terms of this. But overall, I thought it was really funny and I wanted to share it with you guys because you don't usually find stuff like that in school. And that's the only reason why it was so funny, because if they were giving out tests like that to kids in school like every single day, it wouldn't be very funny, really. You would just get used to it over time, but it'd still be more interesting, really. I'll say that. So, what do you guys all think of this? And what do you think of what I had to say about this math quiz and everything? If you were in school and your teacher gave you this math quiz, would you think it was funny? Would it freak you out or something? Or if you were a parent and your student got this math quiz, would you think it was funny? And why would you be upset, really? Because you know that you and your kid know that this stuff happens in the world every day, and you know that no one's telling them to go out and do this stuff. It's just a joke, really. But I understand some people don't like to joke about really serious stuff like this, but come on, you gotta just step back and just not take it so seriously. That's what I have to say about it. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about this. So don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. And don't forget to watch my video of me visiting Ocala, Florida yesterday. Or I think it was like 2 days ago, actually. No, it was 2 days ago. Yeah, don't forget to watch that video and tell me what you think of it. And don't forget to watch this video and tell me what you think of it. Well, you already have watched this. So yeah, that's it. Peace out, people.